what have I been saying? It's been how long since we've seen our girl Kagura, and she finally returns to us, but this time to solve the family feud that has been going on between Umibozu, Kamui, and herself. Like, just the ending of this chapter, which is badass and emotional, and just to show she isn't that little girl that we know anymore. So apologies, I know I'm late, I am goddamn late, so late in fact that the, Raw is already out for the next chapter for 5, and I've already seen it, and I know what's going down, but I felt like it'd be a disservice if I did the anime episode, and I didn't at least talk about this chapter, so apologies there, let's get straight into it. So just cutting off straight away, we just get to see Kamui just at the start of this chapter with that giant ass blade of his like that. It's so ridiculously sized. I'd like to say I don't even think someone from the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist from Naruto would even bother wielding something that just massive in size and girth. It's just so unwieldy, and just Kamui's swinging it around like it's absolutely nothing, just going blah, and then fucking he takes half the guys out, and just Bozu just puts his umbrella through one of the holes, and it's just don't swing things at your family and all that, and he just breaks it, and the two go at it like animals. I swear, every time we see the Yato just fighting at all, it's just, they don't give a fuck. They're always got the bloody smile, and just the yeah, we love battle, we love that. It's just the art between them, oh my god, that's one thing, especially with this chapter as well, just art, which is so fucking just good whenever you saw them go on berserk mode and stuff. This is why we need to see more. We need to see more of the Yato, and it's this is why we don't see a lot of them a lot of the time in the series, because whenever we get to see them, they're such a fucking treat. I swear to God, it's all the time. It's with Magi as well, when you get to see all the Magi has more Gianna, and then you get to see them just go in, it's always a fucking treat, because it's just monsters. And it's the same thing, Magi taking elements from that, and it's just I really do enjoy when Gintama does it with the Yato, because the Yato are so good. It's just I just loved Arbiter was well, I'm gonna fuck out of there, I ain't dealing with this shit is too fucking nuts, and just when the whole part of the chapter that just made my heart just go just that hurt a little bit, but then as well I was I actually felt pride in Kagura when she returned, and she hold fucking Kamui's hand and is no, let's return as a family, that. She is fucking come with one goal in mind, and that's to fix the one family that she has, that, even if that meant leaving the other family on Earth, that. And it's she said it clearly during the Shogun assassination. I was saying I've got two families and all that, I've got my one on Earth, I've got Gintoki and Shippachi, Otai, and everyone else there, Yoriza, and all my friends and stuff like that. I've got you guys as well. That's something I've been kind of running away from. That's the thing, even though they've been yucking it up for a very long time, just finally accumulating from all those episodes, all those chapters, and it's she's finally now gotten to that point where it's I can't keep running away from Kamui, I can't keep running away from my past. I genuinely need, even if it, my father can't stop this, my older brother can't stop this, I've got to be the one to fucking put this thing to the ground. I have to end this stupid fucking feud once and for all. Even if it's using that Yato side, and even that means I have to use that human side of me as well, and it's just that's so fucking strong, and it's just I love that shit. It's just even with some of those words not in that chapter, and even so you could tell exactly, even with just the little part of what Kagura we saw in this chapter, and this is even going off by the chapter that is already out in Raw, is that you can already see that she's definitely grown, and she's checked, even it's just showing oh, what she was a little girl just crying, holding back. She ain't crying no more. She ain't doing that stuff. Even without that power, you would have seen her. She's grown. She's honestly fucking, if you've seen her from the start of the series to now, she is a grown girl. And honestly, I think if Gintoki gets there in time, and if he actually saw that, I think he would actually generally be fucking so proud of her. And that's the thing, he really, Gintoki never gets emotional like that, over certain things, but when he saw, Kagura leave all those chapters ago, he generally got fucking upset. That hurt him. That's his, he, I feel Gintoki's the kind of person that would never had a kid, but definitely, even though like he is like that girl's like father as well, like that girl right there is like, oh, the daughter that he never had. Like, that's just straight up. And the same thing with like Shinpachi. Shinpachi's like that little kid that he never had as well. Like, fuck it, Shinpachi and Kagura are his babies, man. Like, if anything happens to them, the man's heartbroken and he can't do it. If they run away, you go after him. That's what a parent does. Straight up fact. It's like, they don't even need to be related by blood. That's how fucking deep their bonds are, man. Like, and that's one thing I actually really deeply fucking appreciated with this chapter. It's like, this the thing. Underlining stuff, like, you don't have to scream it out, and also as well, you don't have to be like, pretend like you're like something like, oh, you know, all this deep meaning and stuff like that. It's like, oh, you have to read it like like, this is what the difference is between good writing and just like, a lot of the time with a lot of other manga I have issues with, and a lot of people know what I'm talking about with like most series, like even other Shonen Jump titles as well. It's that either like I shouldn't have to read a chapter multiple like times just to get it, like if it was good or not. I should have to read a chapter multiple times because I want to read it and it was so fucking good. It's the same thing with manga, with anime, with movies, with novels, with books, and with good food. All account for that. It's like you shouldn't have to do that with any other thing, and that's the thing. Rereading this chapter like 5 times now already, fucking each time was great, and I fucking appreciate, like, I loved it. Just straight up, absolutely adored it, and I know I'm late with it, and I know it's probably gonna do shit on the channel, but it's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's just, honestly, I wanted to talk about it. I felt like I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't talk about this one, because honestly, as much as I give like most chapters like 10 out of 10s and stuff like that, like, and I know that this chapter isn't a 10, it's the strongest fucking 9 I can give. Like, 9 to 9 out, like, I really appreciated this chapter with some badass fighting, and just even as well those last couple of pages with Kagura, man, they were so fucking good, and I appreciate that shit. And I really hope, like, once they translate them, I know, like, with what's going to happen in the next week's chat, I really want to see what her answers are. Like, I want to know what it is. Like, is she fully committed? Like, also as well, a little bit more about the family. Like, I want to know some stuff, man. And I wasn't one of these guys to go out like animals, because I love, like, when we saw the Shogun assassination, I loved when we saw fucking Kamui and Kagura fought. And I got really upset when that got postponed. But then as well, they got postponed because more hype shit was going on at the same time. But it was great. It's the strongest 9 I can give. It is the strongest 9, solid 9, 9.5 even as well. Like that, like either 9.25, like all the 9s you can get like that. It's such a good chapter in my eyes, like that. And it's just like that little speech that I gave you, like, you know, with the whole chapter thing. That right there stays true, and it proves with this chapter as well why you should reread any kind of thing. Why you should reread, rewatch any kind of material like that, or like re-eat anything like that. Re-drinks, you know, same stuff. It's like, because it's good, you want to see it like that. Simple fact, we'll be ending the video there. Thank you very much for watching, as always. If you definitely liked this video, then give it a like. I'd really love that. And also as well, subscribe as well, because, you know, that helps the channel as well. And just thank you for fucking listening. I know we went a little bit more deeper with this one than I feel like most other chapters. Instead of saying, oh, it's fucking hype with some shit like that, it was the coolest shit. It's just like, no, like, I really appreciate, like, kind of the deeper meaning in this chapter. And it's like, you can get that, and especially, like, I don't know, a lot of people got that already. Just one simple read. Just one simple read of those pages. You know, like, what was going on in there. Didn't have to be like trying like hide this deep shit or anything like that. Like it was trying to be like, no, pretend you like oh, like, you know, very, oh yes, you see we hid this in the lines and you didn't read this correct. No, you got it all in those single pages, and you got every fucking part of it. That's all for me. I'll see you guys next time. Take me out!